Sir, how are you?
How are you, sir?
I am fine. What about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Nice to
Okay.
meet you.
Yeah. So curious about this class?
Yes.
Okay, okay, fine. So you understand Hindi or no?
No, only English.
Only English. Okay.
English and
Fine.
Arabic.
Got it. Sure. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, we are
Mm,
starting. Only one
okay,
minute, please.
sure.
Okay, so I am back. Let me share my screen. I hope
Yes.
my screen is already shared. Yeah. Okay. So let me share the PowerPoint presentation so that we can, continue with that.
Thank you.
Give me a minute.
Your good name?
I'm sorry.
Your good name?
Okay, my name is Radhe Verma. So here
Radi.
you can see Radhe Verma. Okay, here you can see my.
Yes. Okay, thank
You can say me Radhe.
you. Okay.
Right. So myself is Radhe Verma, and I am also a working professional. Okay, and you can see my expertise are mentioned over here on the screen, right? So, like if you are coming for
Routing
CJ
switching.
Enterprise, Python, SD-WAN, routing, switching, wireless, Nexus, FI, right? For the security like checkpoints and other
Okay.
technologies. So, like I can help you with that as well. Okay. Now,
Let me ask one question, please.
please go ahead.
In the file field, I saw a lot of modules, security modules,
Mm-hmm,
LTM and ASM
mm-hmm,
and GTM.
mm-hmm,
So I know, I work, يعني I have not too much experience in the LTM
mm-hmm,
and little bit experience in ASM, but I
mm-hmm.
did not work with the GTM before.
Okay.
So inshallah, after finish the ASM course, I
Mm-hmm.
will register with you to continue with the GTM.
GTM. Okay. Okay. Welcome for that as well. So, let me tell you, GTM is the DNS, intelligent DNS solution. Intelligent DNS solution. Okay. So it is again in demand, right? So currently, let me touch this topic. Then probably I would be gonna talk about the GTM also. Okay, after
Sure.
this class.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. So should we start it?
Yes.
Great. Now you can able to see my screen. Hopefully, okay. I
Yes.
am
I am able to
I,
see your screen.
perfect. So we can see here it is mentioned as WAF. Okay. WAF is Web Application Firewall. You are already aware about it. ASM, okay, it is the earlier name. This name is no more there in the F5 documentation because the new name for this is Advanced WAF. Okay. I will be gonna talk about the difference between them two. Don't worry. Let me start from the beginning. So WAF, if I am talking about in general, like what is WAF? WAF is bit like you can say a security solution which is designed to protect only your web-based applications, HTTP, right? From what? From various your online attacks. These attacks again have a lot of varieties that I would be gonna touch in today's class. Don't worry, but you can see that like before WAF, there are lot of vulnerabilities or lot of illegitimate traffic is coming, but after WAF, only legitimate traffic is passing out. That is the message from this picture. Okay, and this picture we can see very much from the internet, right? So what is WAF? You can say WAF is acting as a barrier between your web application. So here should be your web applications, right? Between your web application and here should be the users who are coming through the internet. So between the internet to the web application, it is a barrier, right? What it does? It do a lot of things. It monitor the stuff, it control the incoming and outgoing traffic based on predetermined security rules. Again, I will be talking about all of them, okay, in upcoming slides. But today is the overview, so I would be touching it step by step. Okay, I will not like put every information over here, but step by step we will move. So I will say primary goal of your WAF is safeguard your web application and the data from your common web-based vulnerabilities. Okay, and as I mentioned you, ASM was the previous name. New name is F5 Advanced WAF. Okay, what is F5 Advanced WAF? It is a combination of your ASM, the previous ASM module, plus couple of more lot of features like layer 7 DDoS protection and lot of the selection core features from your big IP like anti-DOS defense, threat campaigning, etc. Is it fine? Any doubts so far?
Good.
Okay, let's proceed.
Clear.
Fine, fine. Now this is a question. This question is for from you. Okay, for you. Sorry. Who is responsible for application security? If I will ask this question to you.
Sorry.
Who is responsible for application security? The question
Uh,
what is mentioned over here. Okay,
who is responsible for application security? Okay.
right. And the answer is everybody. Right? See, application security is not one person responsibility. It is a shared responsibility. And there can be lot of stakeholders which come into the picture. Either you say about the IT operation team, they should be responsible for maintaining a secure infrastructure, right? Including your secure configuration, timely patching, proper network security measures, right? You can see here developers. Developers are responsible for your secure coding practice by writing down the codes which are not prone to the common vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, etc. Let's talk about the quality assurance. Let's talk about the end user. Everybody should be responsible for application security because it's a shared responsibility, not only one person responsibility, the ASM team. Are you getting my point?
Yes. Clear.
Oh, fine. Now let's talk about how does it work. Okay. If you see here in the left, these are the clients. In the right, it is an application server. Let us say they are hosting xyz.com. Okay. Client will come through the internet. You are already aware. And in between, we are applying FI appliance because we are talking about FI ASM. So let us say this is ASM. Okay. Now, security at application protocol network level, every level should be there. But as I told you, primary goal of your F5 ASM is to safeguard your web application and the data, right? From your common vulnerabilities, right? That is what I told you. So WAF allows you to define and implement some rules, and those rules are known as security policies. Okay. So you implement some security policies that specify how the web application should handle different type of traffic. These are the policies, or you can say the rules to detect and block specific attack pattern. As I was mentioning, like your SQL injection, like your cross-site scripting, or other common vulnerabilities, right? It used to mitigate. Not only this, WAF also, if I will, sorry, if I will go, WAF will also maintain the logs of your web traffic and security events for analysis and for your audit perspective. So it generate a very good reports, which we will be going to talk about in this course. Don't worry. Okay. So it provide you a report which provide you maybe further insight of the type of attacks attempted and the effectiveness of your security policy with respect to the every single application, you can say, because there can be a number of application behind this ASM, right? Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes,
Not only
yes.
this, as you are working professional, you are already aware. If your request is coming to the data center, let us say this is your data center, there should be some DDoS kind of solution at the very first thing. Let us say Arbor, we are utilizing Arbor. After that, maybe we have Palo Alto, which is acting as IPS, IDS also. Okay. And layer 3, layer 4 attacks gonna, get mitigated on the Palo Alto level. And post that, layer 7 attacks will be gonna check from your web. In some organization, depending upon your, like what to say, criticality, there can be two layer of web. Here can be Imperva, okay, or maybe other side of webs can also be there. Got this point?
Yes, but the other side of WAF, where is the location of that WAF?
It depends. It can,
Hmm.
if let us say if you are using Imperva, first user
Okay.
can go there,
Hmm.
okay. From here, they can pass on like this.
Okay, but this is outside that center, huh?
This is what?
The second WAF, it is outside that center. I mean, it's
Right,
maybe it
right
is a
outside of the data
cloud.
center, because it provide you DDoS kind of,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
يعني this dedicated for maybe it is dedicated
Yes,
for
yes,
DDoS.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
So mainly it's not for the fully web, functionality, but mainly you can say for DDoS kind of solution.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, yes, yes. Fine. So not only this, as I told you, WAF often integrate with other security tools and platforms, okay, to
Hmm.
provide you the comprehensive security infrastructure,
Okay.
right? Then
Okay.
WAF has the capability to inspect your encrypted HTTPS traffic, and for that you need to import the certificates. I don't know if you are aware about it or no. If you are not,
Yes.
then even that's fine. I will tell you. But this is a part of LTM to import the certificate and keys.
Yes. SSL termination. Yes, I
SSL
know that.
termination. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. SSL offloading or SSL bridging.
Offloading. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So if it will not able to open the packet, how it will inspect, right? So for the same,
Because I saw sometimes if the virtual server, the type of virtual server is, for example, it is layer 4 forwarding. We cannot apply WAF. So whenever try to apply WAF, we sometimes seeing the type of virtual server. If it is layer 4 or HTTP standard, or there is, I think there is a lot of types. So
yeah, yeah,
it,
there is layer
mm,
3, even there is, like it is parfel for, right?
yes,
So there are a
yes,
lot of types. So you are right. Even with standard also, it does not work. Okay. Why?
okay,
There is a star that I will tell you during the lab.
okay,
Okay, let me reveal. So even with the standard, it will not work till you have HTTP profile.
yes,
And that is an
yes,
interview question also.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, good,
Okay.
good boy. Yes,
So you should have HTTP profile.
okay.
Right. Fine. Let me proceed. So I am continuing with that. How does it work? Okay. I showed you one picture. Now let me show this picture. How does it work? You can see this. And can you see this word? What is that? Are you aware about it?
Not uh, not too much, not that
It's
much.
all right. It's all right. So let me just jump on my whiteboard and talk about something named as
Mm.
HTTP. HTTP headers. Very important with respect to the interview, with respect to the your common basic foundation of your HTTP request. Okay. See, HTTP headers are very essential component for your HTTP protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. Okay. Why? Because they provide the information. Let me write down provide info. They provide the information about the request or the response sent between your client and your server. Okay. HTTP header convey the metadata about the message, allowing the sender and receiver to understand and interpret the content appropriately. Getting my point?
So
Let
what
me
is the
let me give let
definition?
me give
What?
let me give me some
Yes,
example. Then you will understand.
yes.
There
What is
can
the
be
definition of HTTP?
HTTP is a
HTTP header.
protocol.
HTTP
HTTP is a
header.
protocol.
Okay, HTTP header.
HTTP headers are okay. I'm coming to it. I will
Okay, okay,
explain you. Just first, let me tell you some request headers. Let us say there is a header named as host. Okay, this header is there. It will indicate the domain name. Let us say www.netminion.net. So in
okay,
the host, what will come into the picture if you are accessing the NetMinion? www.netminion.net. If you are accessing
okay.
Facebook, it will be
So
www.facebook.
the host is one component of the header. Host.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
I am coming.
okay,
I am coming to more.
okay,
Then it can be user agent.
okay. Good.
User agent is what? It typically talk about the client's web browser.
Web browser. Okay.
Yes. So which web browser you are utilizing?
Yes,
Okay.
Safari or Chrome uh,
Safari, Chrome,
Borg
Internet
Suite or
Explorer, Microsoft, this Firefox, Mozilla. Okay. Any.
user agent.
Then
Okay, got it.
then there can be one header named as accept. It specifies the media type of the client that can process, or it helps the server to understand the type of content that client prefer. Like client is okay with PDFs, okay with maybe any of file types. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, can you repeat accept, please?
Yes. Accept is the like you can say specify the media types that the client can process. It tell to the server na, that you can provide me the content in such an like these kind of types I am preferring you. Okay, because header is what between the client and server. They talk with each other and give the headers, and on the basis of headers they are talking about each other. Like when we were communicating, I was asking you, what is your expertise? Why I was asking you? Because I should be aware from where I need to start. I need to start from only level 0, level 50, level 20. At what level I should start, right? And
Okay.
based upon your preference, I am giving you the content. Getting my point?
Yes.
Similarly, these are the headers, you can say. Okay.
Okay.
Then there can be a a header named as referrer. It indicates the address of the web page, like 1.1.1.1 or whatever IP address you have. Getting my point?
Okay. This address of for a virtual server address or what type of address this one?
Yeah,
Or uh, or
web page,
the
web
node
page. The
web
link of
page.
the currently requested web page.
Okay.
There can
Good.
be authorization, which contain the credential for authenticating the user with that web server.
Okay.
Okay. So there are
Okay.
lot of request headers. Similarly, there are response headers also. Like we talked about request headers. Okay.
Mm.
Similarly, there can be response headers also. Response headers.
Mm.
You typically have seen that when your request is coming, it talk about HTTP, then like 1.1, like this 200. Okay. Have you seen?
Yes, sometimes.
Right. What is this talking about? This is talking about the status line in the response, indicating that your request is successful, done.
Okay.
Okay. 100 is informational, 200 is success, 300 is redirection. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, 400 client side, 500 server side issue. So by checking out the response codes, you can able to understand what issue is this. Getting my point?
Yes.
Then there can be one header named as content type. I'm just giving you an overview, right? It specify the media type of the resource being sent. It inform the client how to interpret the content. Why? Because if I will bring you in the old days of OSI, okay, there is layer 7, layer 6, layer 5. These are, maybe you can say, combinedly we can say them as like application layer, okay, as TCP/IP. Then layer 4 will come into the picture, layer 3 and layer 2 plus layer 1. Let me bring them like that. Here the TCP segment will form, here the network segment will form. But before that is the application thing. Okay. So server is telling with this header like what kind of program you need to open. If it is a PDF file, it will open the PDF. It is a, let us say, capture file from the Wireshark, it will open the Wireshark. Are you getting my point?
Yes, got it.
Okay.
Good.
Similarly, here can be content length.
Content length. Okay.
What is content length? Indicate the size of the response body in the octets. Okay. One octet is 8 bit, right?
Mm.
So it will indicate what is the size of my response body. Getting my point? And
Yes.
very important, it can set the cookies. What are the cookies? A piece of information, right? Which will get stored into client browser history, maybe you can say. Okay. So set a cookie on the client browser, providing the information that can be sent back when this client is coming with subsequent request for on this server.
Oh,
That
can you repeat the cookies? What is the cookies?
okay. So maybe let me just make it over here and talk about the persistence. Have you heard about persistence
Yes, in
in
the
LTM?
LTM configuration. So like a sticky.
Main,
Mm,
yeah, session stickiness, right?
yes,
So
yes.
main are, if you remember, it is SAF and the cookies based in layer 7. It is maybe lower layer, you can say. This is source address affinity. Like with respect to the source, request will go to the one of the server. I am just talking about one of the, like you can say, one of the way how cookies can be utilized.
Mm,
Second is cookies. Let us say if this client come to the LTM and behind the LTM, for the simplicity sake, let us say two servers are there. Okay. First time request is coming from this client to this server. This server will send the cookies.
What is the cookie contain? What is the information inside the cookies?
Again, it depends. Let us say
Mm,
in case of persistence, there would be date of cookie, when it is getting expired, okay,
mm,
when it formed, and it will have one more information which is describing about what is the full member
mm.
in this
Okay.
scenario, right?
So
But
this piece of
but
information
but
is stored
there
in the
but
client.
there can be a lot of information depending upon the developers. So developers wanted to know about lot of information from you, let us say. So
Mm,
they can send an n number of information. Like let us say you were searching for a mobile. Okay.
mm,
Now you terminate the session. Next time you went to same server and you are watching out about 50 of the ads for the mobiles only. Why?
Mm.
Because your information is stored into the cookie. And when you are coming again back to that server is aware last time what you browse. I'm just giving a hypothetical, scenario.
Okay.
Getting this point?
Yes.
Cookies is clear. So
Yes.
we were over here like HTTP headers. I was talking about the response header, and I was talking about like in response header how cookies can be useful, right? So it can have multiple of the things in the HTTP headers. I hope this overview is fine for you, right?
Right.
Okay. So I will be gonna show you this in the software developer tool also, that how you can see these headers. But yeah, can you see here authority netminion.net accept, you can see accept encoding, you can see encoding is bit like what kind of compression you can do, right? Accept
Mm.
language, cookies you can see, right? So this is a
Mm.
capture. This is a capture what we did from our website, and you can see in the headers like these are what request headers. Okay, so depending upon, let me show you. Let me show you. Give me a minute. Okay, let me open a browser and show you something. So here we go. Okay, I'm opening the software developer tool. Let us say I'm opening NetMinion. Okay, NetMinion. So
Mm.
can you see how many subsequent requests are going in? Let me
Yes.
open Facebook. Facebook. Okay. So two things I open on the different page. Here in the NetMinion, if you see where is NetMinion request, what we oops, give me a minute. Here, if I will click here, oh no. If I will click here, can you see this header? Can you see
Yes.
request headers are 18, response headers are 10? If you
Yes.
just go there, you can read about these headers, and you can
Mm.
go to the different things. Here
Okay.
in the Facebook, here in the
Mm.
Facebook, when I click over here, see request headers are 23, right?
Mm.
More.
Mm. Okay.
Similarly, response headers are also 23. So depending upon application to application, there can be different size of headers. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So that is how your like HTTP protocol works. See, you should be aware about these terminologies because you are providing the security to whom? To the HTTP, right? So you should be aware about HTTP. Getting this
HTTP.
point?
Yes. Got it.
No doubt?
No doubt.
Good. So how does it work? First of all, checking RFC compliance. What is RFC? Request for comments, right? So checking RFC compliance means it involves ensuring that your system, your protocol, your software implementation adhere the specification outlined in the RFC documents. Getting my
So,
point?
what is the RFC?
Okay. So let me tell. See, any protocol, not only the ASM, let us say OSPF, let us say BGP, let us say RIP, which was working earlier, version 2, version 3, whatever. Okay. Any protocol. Before, this protocol come into the picture or into the implementation, I will say, there is RFC or a formal documentation, you can say. RFC are series of document published by your IETF, which is an organization, Internet Engineering Task Force, that
Mm.
defined various protocols and standards. Okay. So a series of document will come into the picture that will get accepted, and after that, that protocol can come into the picture. Let us say if I talked about SD-WAN. Okay. In SD-WAN, there is a protocol named as OMP, right? So this is a newer protocol, maybe you can say, okay, although it is the combination of the old protocols only, but let us say this is a newer protocol. So there should be some RFCs for these protocols, which talks about each and every point of that particular protocol. Getting my point?
Yes.
Let
Got it.
me just show you. Just for the sake of, can you see?
Yes.
See,
Mm.
this
Like
is RFC.
documentation for the protocol, so
Any
documentation.
protocol, for any protocol, there are huge, big documentation that is made by the RFC.
Okay.
Similarly, for HTTP also there is a RFC. Are you getting my
Okay.
point? Any
Yes.
protocol.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
So checking RFC means, okay, RFC stands for request for comments.
Yes.
Okay. So it means, as I told you, ensuring that your system protocol or software implementation is adhering that specific, standards or not. Getting my point?
Yes. Got it.
Let me give you an example. Let us say here, can you see this method?
Headers. Yes. Get method get.
So you can have get, you can have post, you can have patch, you can have delete, you can have update, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So RFC content, like, it is checking either this protocol version is valid, like if you are using HTTP version, older version, let us say 1.0 or maybe 0.9. That is not no longer there now. Okay. So I would be going to talk about that. If you are not aware, it's all right. But currently, let me touch this topic. Okay. So it is talking about you should have proper version, you should have proper method. Okay. These all things need to be get checked. So it should be a RFC compliant. Getting my point?
Yes. Compliance check.
Hmm. Second, verifying the length limit in the HTTP. Okay, let me first now touch the HTTP. Let me give you some overview so that you are aware about it. HTTP when come into the picture, okay, this is developed maybe for your web application. You are aware, right? But there are a lot of newer versions comes for the HTTP. And aim was what? To improve the better, maybe you can say security, performance, or scalability, whatever you wanted to say from our previous version. Very first like version of the HTTP was, tell me, are you aware? It was HTTP
0 point something.
0.9.
Yes.
Then HTTP 1.0.
Dot. Yes.
Then
1.1.
HTTP 1.1. Then HTTP 2.0 or 2 you can say. Then HTTP 3. Okay. So 0.9, it was introduced a way back at the earlier days of your World Wide Web when started, right? Very
Yes.
much lacking for a lot of features. Then 1.0 was introduced. Again, it was introduced in 1996, back in 1996. Support only the request, like supported only the requested headers, methods. Some of the headers it gonna support them. Okay. But again, each request and each response interaction required a new connection. Every time a new connection was required. Then
Mhm.
1.1 is introduced in 1997, right? And it addressed the limitation of its predecessor 1.0, and it support the persistence connection, pipelining, you can say, multiple requests sent in the sequence, you can say. Okay. Or you can say ability to reuse the connection for the multiple requests. It was literally significantly improved the improved the performance and efficiency. Okay. And majorly, if you see, this is the protocol what we are currently utilizing, right? But in 2015, this was released, and if I'm not wrong, in 2020, HTTP 3 was introduced, where quick was the very known term which was developed by the Google. Okay, again designed for faster and more reliable, but like communication, you can say. Okay, so these are different types of your HTTP protocol. Getting my point? Are
Yes.
you
Clear.
okay with it?
Clear.
Right. Similarly, it will enforce the valid types of the application. let us say your application is utilizing PDFs. It will not block the PDF. Text, not block the text. Let us say there is exe file which is not supported by your application. Your WAF will stop it. Getting my point? .py, Python extension, stop it. File type
File type
can,
is
can be enforced. Okay?
okay.
Then, sorry. Then URLs. See, when you have one, okay, you use Windows ever? Windows operating system? Have you used it?
Yes, I am using Windows and Mac. I have
Okay. So what you do, you make a folder. Inside a folder, you can create further folders, right? To segregate
okay.
your data. That is how you do, right? Similarly, a website is designed. Okay. Let us say you
Okay.
have an application, you have a website, netminion.net. But for Python, there is some another URL. For let us say GTM, there is another. For ASM, there is another. Okay, let me show you. Give me a minute. So let me go to the NetMinion. Okay, you can see this is the
Yes,
URL
yes,
www.netminion.net.
domain name, host
Yeah,
name.
but if I go to the courses, you can see the URLs is changed,
This
right?
folder, this is a folder, and behind the scenes, this is a folder.
Right, right, right. If I am going in the CCI, you can see,
Mm,
right? If I am going to, let us say, ACI, you can see,
okay.
right? If I am going to the GTM, you can see,
Mm,
right?
yes, this is a
These
path.
in terms of your, what to say, HTTP, these are named as URLs,
URL. Okay, in terms of HTTP.
right? So let us say there is an URL admin.php. I don't want it to open for the users. Why the hell users want to go on this URL? This is for my developer team, right? I will block it. Getting my point?
You will block it for all or
For users,
for user.
for
Okay,
external
okay.
users. Only my team can access this. Getting
This
my point?
how you can do that by rule? Yani you
Don't
can.
worry, don't worry. I will teach you
Okay.
everything.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Don't rush.
Yeah, I'm thinking how.
No, no,
how
no, no. I do understand it is a very valid question actually,
yes,
but
yes,
I will tell you. Don't worry.
yes. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
There is a whole soul labs come will into the picture. I will give you everything through the lab, right? So don't worry.
Right,
Everything
clear,
will come into the picture. Okay.
clear.
So you can enforce the URLs. Then parameters. Are you aware about parameter?
Uh,
Let
Parameter
let
like
me. It's
okay,
okay.
okay,
Let me show you.
okay.
Let me show you. So let us say I am searching for something. NetMinion F5 DNS. Okay. So it is showing some of the results. That's fine. But can you
Mm,
see here? Okay, let me copy this. Okay, let me copy this and open in a notepad. Let me open a note. Paste over. I am telling you the parameter in URL. The parameter can be in the response body. The parameter can be into the request body. The parameter can be on any page. Okay, that I will be gonna talk about the parameters. A whole full class is there. Don't worry.
okay,
This is an
okay.
overview section. I am just introducing about the web functionalities. Okay, so don't worry that okay, what is this? How I can understand about it? It's all right. See, there is a URL, right? After that, can you see this question mark?
Yes.
After question mark, anything will come is named as query string. Okay, let me
Query
write down.
stream
Yeah, let me write down.
after
See,
question mark.
everything is recording. Even if you don't able to understand it, don't worry. This recording you will get, okay, and you can go through this recording afterwards. You have whole week, right?
Okay,
So after question mark, there is a query string, and I am talking about parameters, and I am talking about parameters in URL. Again, as I told you, it can be anywhere, right? That I would be going to explain you later on. But
So
currently,
we have a lot of parameter in the URL and in the
right,
body
right,
like
right.
that.
There
Okay.
is, and
As you said.
that is how your application built up.
Okay.
Okay. So parameters of URL I am talking about. Now I am giving you the query string. After the query string, can you see Q?
Okay.
That is parameter name. After
Okay.
Q, whatever the thing is coming, that is parameter. Okay.
Okay. يعني anything after
If you
question
see
mark is
here,
called.
OQ, another parameter,
Okay.
another value. Bit like
Mm.
parameter value will use to keep on come. There is lot of things actually. Okay.
Question please.
Sorry,
يعني anything after question mark it called query string,
query
and
string.
after
After
what
that,
it
there
called.
would be parameter and the value.
Okay, okay. Parameter and the value. Okay,
Hmm.
got it.
Got this point?
Yes.
So here, if you see in the screen, what I was talking about, we were talking about the parameters. So a list of valid parameters should be there. If such a parameter is coming, which is not the part of your application, that should be get blocked. Getting my point?
Okay.
Who will do that? We will do that. How we will do that? That is a separate question. You will get clarity about the same in upcoming classes.
Okay.
Okay? As I am
Okay.
telling you, this is an overview class, right? I'm just giving you an overview like what we would be gonna do in upcoming sessions and how we will be gonna do that you will learn at that time.
Good.
Okay. Similarly, you can see each parameter you are verifying for the maximum value length. So let us say there is a parameter and the parameter
Mm.
named is search. Okay. And in application, there is a search field or find field, whatever, or filter, whatever you are using. And there you can put the value. This value have the 50 character length only. You can specify at WAF layer. Maybe
Okay.
at application layer it is not there, but you can enforce this thing on the WAF layer. Getting my point?
Yes.
So if somebody,
From where we get the parameter variance? Who will tell us about parameter variance?
I will tell you
From
everything.
whom?
Don't worry. I will tell you everything, like from where you will get, how you will get, who will tell. I will tell you everything.
Okay.
Okay. I will give you some hacks that if your application team is not responding, how you can find it out from the application perspective. I will tell you
Okay.
that as well.
Okay.
Okay. So do not
So
worry.
we have to work closely with application team to if I
But obviously,
am.
see, I
Mm,
started this class with a question, if you remember, and
mm,
purposely I mean that question that security is who is the responsible for the security.
yes, yes,
So are you getting the like heat why I asked that question?
yes, I got it. Yes.
Because it's not only we don't have
Mm,
such kind of a button that we will make it on and off and the security will be turned on or turned off. No, it is a
okay.
joint responsibility,
Mm.
right? It's not a individual like team or individual person who can do it. It is a joint responsibility and everybody should be doing the same effort with respect to the application.
But always the application team يعني thinking about the WAF administrator like enemy
Let me tell
guys.
you,
Yes.
see,
I don't know why.
we application need not to be aware about where one thing, okay,
Mm,
but they should be aware about their security,
mm,
right? So if let us say if I am creating an application, I am a developer, I am aware like which all URLs I am using.
mm,
I am aware which parameters I am utilizing. I am aware what are the cookies. I am aware what are the methods I am utilizing. I am aware what kind of file types I am using. Blah 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 blah. Lot of list,
mm.
and I need only those things from them. I don't want that they understand the web functionality and eat up our jobs.
I know, but
Yeah.
what I am talking, I said, you have much experience and work with application guys. Application guy always thinking about the WAF guys, like that's not good guys.
They break our
Yes,
application.
is not cooperate with them. Like
I do understand.
thinking
I
this
do
this
understand.
guy will damage the application. This guy will help.
Yes, yes. And that is true also. See, if you don't do the, proper homework,
Okay.
multiple people do that.
Okay.
So that is that is true also, but partially. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
a
Yes.
lot of homework need to be done before enforcing the security policy.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to scan each and every parameter under the URI, under the headers, under the body, everywhere. Okay. And we need to enforce that. Fine.
Fine.
No doubt on this slide. Very important slide it is.
It's clear.
Clear? Okay. Good.
Yes.
Let's move forth and see the next thing. What is the scope of the problem? So scope of the problem, as mentioned over here, is the website proliferation. What does that mean? That
This new
means
this new terminology for me.
see in the what to say in the interviews you can utilize these terms.
Okay.
Okay.
What is called proliferation or
It is proliferation.
pro,
Proliferation. Proli
proliferation?
Proliferation. Yeah.
Variation.
Let me
Yes.
tell you what does it mean first. Okay. See, let me tell you, internet is nowadays allowing website to be accessible globally, right? You are aware.
Yes.
So business recognize the importance of an online presence for marketing, for customer engagement, for sales and everything, especially after the COVIDs, right?
Yes.
So this has led to the website proliferation, which means rapid and extensive growth in the number of websites on the internet. Got this?
Oh, website proliferation mean
Proliferation means rapid and extensive growth in number of websites on the
yes, rapid and extensive growth and number of websites in the internet.
yeah.
Okay.
See, everybody can create the website nowadays for various
Yes.
purpose. Let us say for personal purpose, if you are writing the blogs, e-commerce, informational content, social networking, online service, multiple reasons, you can
Mm.
create the website, right?
Okay.
Which lead to the website proliferation,
Mm.
right? Second thing, this part is clear. Second thing, vulnerabilities introduced. Okay. What
Mm.
is vulnerability now? Vulnerability means weakness, or maybe you can say flaws in the design, in the implementation, or in the configuration of a website. And those flaws can be exploitable by the attacker to compromise the security or functionality of that site.
Okay.
So these vulnerabilities can potentially lead to unauthorized access. There
Mm.
can be data breach, defacement can be there, disruption of service can be there, right?
Okay. Okay.
So one should identify and address these vulnerabilities. It is a crucial for the maintenance of a secure online environment. Getting my point?
Yes.
Okay. Next, automated attacks, changing the attack pattern. So what happen is nowadays we need not to do manually attack, like hackers need not to go for manually attack, right? Automatically attacks refer to the malicious activities that are carried out by automated scripts, tools, rather than your human operators. So these attacks leverage the automation to scan, identify, and exploit the vulnerabilities, which I was mentioning in the point number 2. Okay.
Okay.
And these attacks can be, again, it's not that there is single type of attack. It can be brute force attack. Brute force attack means what? Automated tools attempt to gain the unauthorized access to an account or the system. Okay, by systematically trying the different possible passwords until the correct one is found. There can be vulnerability scanning. Vulnerability scanning means the tools will try to find out, automatically scan for the known vulnerabilities. So let us say you are utilizing Windows 10, and Windows 10 have some vulnerability. Okay, there is some tool which is trying to find out that okay, this guy is using Windows 10 and Windows 10 has this exposed vulnerability. Let me see if he has patched it or not. If not, it can do the bad things, right?
Right.
Similarly, SQL injections can be there. Very popular attack. Okay. SQL injection is what? Like tool will automatically try to inject some malicious SQL queries into the web forms parameters to exploit the vulnerability in the database interaction. Phishing can be there, and there can be lot of attacks which may the purpose can be data theft, purpose can be your website to bring down. Okay. All of these things will, like, if there is a breach, security breach can have a really very severe consequences. It can be to an individual, it can to be a business, it can to be an organization, and the extent of damage caused by the breach can vary again. Okay, nature nature of the breach, you can say, like how much type, what type of data is exposed, what is the effectiveness of the response. That is also one very important question. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So it can be theft of sensitive data, right? It can often result in the financially
Mm.
loss of trust, loss of credibility to an organization reputation, right? Customer and client or partners or stakeholders may lose the confidence in the ability of the breached entity, right? And if there is a breach in the supply chain, that can have even cascading effect on multiple organizations. Have you heard about solar wind attack happened in 20s?
Yes. In 20s. During COVID or before?
Before that, actually, before that.
Yes.
So,
Before
Solar
that. Yeah.
Wind, you are aware that Solar Wind is a very good name, reputed firm, but
Mm.
lot of government organization from the US also, utilizing their softwares.
Mm.
But there was the supply chain issue, and that really was, very impact.
Mm.
So that kind of thing need to be avoided. Fine. Okay.
Fine.
Let me go further. Have you heard about this OAPS?
Perhaps is maybe the most known attack or most dangerous attack.
Right. OAP stand for Open Web Application Security Project, and it is
Mm.
regularly updated list of 10 most critical web application security risks.
Mm.
Last, you can see, was published in 2021. You can see here. Yeah.
Mm.
Earlier was 2017. Maybe it was 2014 or 2013 something. Okay. Every 3 to 4 years, it used to get reflected.
Mm.
Okay. So the list is widely used by the security professionals and organizations also to prioritize and address the most significant threats on their web applications. Okay.
Okay.
So OAP's top 10 help raise the awareness about the common vulnerabilities and provide the guidance on how to mitigate these risks. Okay. And
Good.
as a security professional and developer, you should be familiar about OAP's top 10. And you need to take proactive measures to address these predefined vulnerabilities in your web applications. But obvious, the regular security assessment or the code review is also important. But at present, this OAP's top 10 should be utilized. But what we are mentioning here, unknown vulnerabilities. What is unknown vulnerability? Unknown vulnerability often refer to the zero-day vulnerability. 0 day. Okay. These are the security weakness in the software. It can be in the web application that are unknown even to the vendor or to the public. And these vulnerabilities are named as 0 day because developer have 0 day to fix them. There is no patch available, no fix available.
Mm.
When they discovered latest version of for the most current information, that will take some time. So 0 day vulnerability pose a very high risk because they are yet not known to anybody.
So how we can protect against 0 day vulnerability?
Good question. So what happened? Let us say today 1 0 day vulnerability is found in F5. I'm just taking an hypothetical situation.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody is aware about it. Let us say after 10 days, some attack happened and F5 is aware about. But F5 does not disclose it in the public. Okay.
Mm.
F5 engineers will develop the fix. Let us say it take again 10 days, right?
Mm.
Now after 20 days, they will send a, I hope like in you are aware, like there are some FI partners, okay, and they used to provide us the security update and like that. They will send an
Mm.
email that okay, there is a 0 day vulnerability. You need to put this patch. We have fixed it. If I am talking about with respect to the ASM, let us say attack signature is updated. Let us say code need to be upgraded. Okay, any. And now people who are utilizing it, they are taking more 20 days to patch it.
Mm.
Are you getting my point? So
Yes.
meanwhile, such days, there are a lot of days. So meanwhile, the attack can happen.
Mm.
Is it fine?
Yes.
So that is how, like in the background, this whole stuff will work.
Good.
No doubt.
Clear.
Fine. So you need to identify and mitigate the security vulnerabilities, as I told you. Here we are showing that F5 ASM has some scanners, you can say. Okay, you can integrate your FIASM with like Whitehead, Sentinel, or lot of tools are there. So based upon them, you can do the vulnerability assessment, deployment
Mm.
scenarios, and you can create the security policies
Integration WAF with
with the
vulnerability scanning
third party
tools.
scanners. Yeah, third party
Yes,
scanning tool.
is that is easy configuration, doable configuration? You can do it, or there is some requirement. For example, if you need, if you, I want to integrate WAF with Koalas or with Tenable or whatever scanner tools.
Just
My
let
question:
me
it is easy configuration or is it difficult configuration?
just give me a minute. Let me turn on my lab. Okay, I will show you something.
Okay.
Okay, let's say get booted up. Then I will show you something. Okay.
Mm.
Now, till then, let's come to the next slide. WAF
Okay.
and the SDLC. What is SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle. Okay.
Okay. Software develop life cycle.
Let me
Mm.
write down. Let me write down. So I am talking about when you are developing a application.
Mm. This question. Okay. This is my next question. When the يعني what is the suitable time to apply WAF to the application? When the يعني starting point of applying WAF to the application? Since development or
Yeah,
because most of the
that is the reason I am, touching all
yes,
these points in an
most of the time I saw guys apply WAF after publish the application,
that is not
you
good.
know.
That is
Okay.
not good. Okay. So if you see SDLC is what? SDLC, if I will say in general term, it is a systematic approach, or you can say process for planning, creating, testing, deployment, and the maintaining your software application. No?
Okay.
And the purpose of SDLC is what? To produce your high quality software that meet or exceed the customer expectation, deliver on time within the budget, align with the project requirement, and having the proper security measures. Right?
Okay.
Now, if you see in the design, can you see WAF offload feature should be there, cookie should be there, brute force, DDoS, web scraping, SSL caching, whatever mentioned here. Can you see this?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And you can see we are doing the policy installation. And at the time when we are publishing it, your website should be fully secure. Because before the users are coming into the picture, we are securing the website. The testing phase involves the systematic evaluation of the software to identify the known fix of the bugs, right? Ensure that it
Okay.
meets the specific requirements, verify its overall functionality. So testing can be again different type. It can be unit testing, integrity testing, system testing, UAT, user acceptance testing, right?
Okay.
So best scenario is add the ASM into your SDLC in design phase.
Design phase. You start from design
Yeah,
phase.
yeah.
Mm.
Then
Oh,
integration and test, you can see installation and acceptance phase. You can see that we need to do these all requirement essentially thing at that time only, as quick as possible.
mm.
Clear?
Yes, clear. Because I'm asking this question because most of the time, after developer complete all the development and create the application and want to publish the application, ask the network team to publish the application. The security team or cyber security come in the picture and ask if the WAF is applied or not before before the published, So sometime after published, some organization after published, some guy ask if the WAF applied or not. I think that's not good practical. So that's not best practice. So
Not a
that's why
best
I'm
practice.
asking. Yes.
Not a best
Uh,
practice. Even let me tell you one thing. Let us say even during the SDLC you didn't utilize it. Okay,
mm,
your applications has different environments, right? Let us say you
okay.
have test environment, you have development environment, right? You have quality access, quality environment, right?
Mm,
And then you have prod environment.
yes.
Clients are coming for the prod environment only. Yeah. Let us say
Sorry.
client will come only prod environment. No, client will
Y-
not go to the lower environment, right?
yes. Yes.
These are the lower environments. So client will go to the prod environment only. So let
Mm,
us say even if you didn't put the ASM in the SDLC, okay,
mm, mm,
first, ASM should be introduced in the lower environment.
mm.
Make all the testing. Now export this security policy and import into the prod.
But that depend if the environment have like test environment or
They should
developer.
be identical. Yes, they should be identical.
Because sometimes it is not this infrastructure is not ready sometimes, so you cannot يعني, but the best practical, yeah, يعني, if the organization have the dev environment and test environment, I mean they have load balancing configuration in that zone, so you can an ASM as well. We have ASM in the dev or the test or QA zone. So we can configure the policy. After that, we can export the policy from there and import to production.
Prod.
But
Yeah.
you know this situation or this environment, it is not ready in most of organization. Even our organization, we are STC based. We do not have WAF in this environment, therefore test or queue environments. You
So
know.
we as an ASM team can ask this, that it should be a best practice that you
Mm,
should have WAF in the lower environment so
mm,
that your application don't break real time and the false positive can be reduced.
yes, that's good.
Okay,
Yes, yes,
fine. This slide is clear. I hope I can proceed.
yes, clear.
So there are multiple security layers, as I
O-
told you. Okay.
Okay.
When you are putting your security policy, there can
Mm,
be RFC enforcement, what we talked earlier. We can have different define the list of file type, URI, parameter, cookies, blah blah blah. Okay.
mm,
Even we can define their length, their
mm,
value, the character set. If you see, let us say we have a parameter named as username.
okay.
We have the parameter like password. In the
Okay.
username, you can create your username and password, right? I am saying in username, you cannot use the character star or at the rate. Okay, these
Mm,
meta character you cannot use. Even
mm,
such kind of thing you can utilize on the web. You can block some of the meta characters.
mm. What?
Attack pattern will be used everywhere in the parameter, in the cookies, in the file types, everywhere.
What is attack pattern?
Don't worry, I will tell.
Okay.
Attack signature set again.
Okay.
A
Okay.
whole
Taxation.
class, a whole
Mm.
class will be dedicated to that.
Yes. Yes. This
Okay?
overview class. I know.
Hmm. This is an overview class because today I don't want to, just burdened with you and a lot of information.
Yes.
Okay. But
Thank you.
since we need to start it, so we are just starting it with the like not so much with lower information or high information. Okay.
Mm.
Sure. Let's proceed further. So response are also checked, not only request, but the response also checked. Okay, let me see if my devices are up. Let me show you the question what you asked earlier. Okay, I will explain about this lab later on. Don't worry. Okay, today is
Okay.
not the scope of the lab. I will explain you each and every bit of the lab. I will give you the workbook also, how to, uh, configure the lab for your purpose. Don't worry, that everything you will receive. But currently, let me show you one thing. So IP is what? 10, 10, 10. It should be 52. Okay. Let me try to see. Okay, it's starting up. Okay, it's starting up. Let it get started, boot it up. Then I will show you that question like what you asked for vulnerability assessments, right? Tools.
Mm.
Okay, let it get started. So this slide is clear to you.
Yes. Clear.
Let's go further. Build security policy.
Good.
So WAF are really very critical in the implementation for a robust application security strategy, as we were talking about from a past 1 hour approximately. So it should be placed in between your clients and server, right? And
Mm.
it act as a reverse proxy. Have you heard about this term, reverse proxy?
Little bit.
It's a bit. So if you go NetMinion,
I know
go.
forward proxy. We have
That's all.
internet proxy. That is called forward proxy.
That's all. So If I will go to the blog and search for the
maybe
proxy,
reverse proxy, reverse يعني the forward proxy and forward proxy from client to server. For example,
don't
if
worry.
you
I
browsing.
I am just explaining you. Give me a minute.
Okay, okay.
So this you can check out this blog also later on. Okay,
Mm,
just for your information. But I
mm,
am giving you a really overview, quick overview, I would say, for the
mm,
proxy. See, these are your clients. Okay, these are your clients. You need to go to the, let us say, f5.com, netminion.com, or Google, or wherever on the internet, right?
mm,
Every client cannot assign with the specific public IP or something like that. You are placing a proxy in between, and this is named as forward proxy.
mm.
As you are utilizing in your environment, it will inspect the traffic. You can apply the rules, do the netting, and lot of stuff. True?
That's true.
Okay. Let me just wipe it out. Now, with respect to the internet, this is your NetMinion server, or this is your Google server, this is your Facebook server. You need not to expose your server also. You apply a proxy here as well. You will apply a proxy here as well. Now, this proxy from your client request, it will come into the picture. This is a reverse proxy.
Mm,
Again, same thing, netting, security rules, blah, blah. Okay.
okay,
So your WAF is acting as a reverse proxy.
got it.
Although it is a full proxy device, which means it can be utilized as a forward proxy and reverse proxy both.
Full proxy utilize forward and reverse proxy,
Both,
both
yes,
together.
yes, both together. Yes, you can utilize. Okay, but
This
currently we
called
can say,
full proxy.
yeah, it is full proxy.
This type
Yes,
of proxy called full proxy. Okay.
yes, 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 yes. Okay, so here we can produce the security policies. So security policies, when you are configuring, you can use as automatic, you can use as manual, or you can integrate it with the app scanner, as I was mentioning before, right? So let me just go to my lab now. So if you see the lab, okay,
Mm,
this is your F5
mm,
running, which version? Let me see. 17, 17.1.1.1. Okay. If you go to the security policy, go to the application security,
mm.
and maybe let me delete the previous. Let me create a name. Okay. I am giving the name like test. Okay. Here, can you see this API security is there? Okay. There are a lot of security, and there is vulnerability assessment also baseline. Can you see?
Mm.
Save it. I
What you
just
choose?
created a I just
Vulnerability.
created a test, and I utilized the like template as a vulnerability assessment. Go to this application security and vulnerability assessment setting.
Mm.
Can you see there how many tools we have?
Okay,
Select, like, let us say I am selecting as Qualys.
okay.
Okay,
Mm,
I'm applying this security policy. Now, what you
mm,
need to do, if you have the already, if this integration is done, then that is fine. Even if it is that integration is not done, what you can do,
mm,
you can go to the vulnerabilities, you can import from. Okay, you can import the file like this. You can click over here. You can just
mm,
import the file, and you click on import, and it will
mm.
get imported. Okay,
Okay,
and
okay.
that will be gonna judge by your uh, uh,
Labels. Okay.
yeah. Fine, getting this
Good.
point.
Yes.
Good. So again, let me tell you, it is the it maintained couple of the compliance like PCI compliance. If you heard about it, is for your payment card industry compliance. Very
mm,
crucial for those organizations which handle the credit card transactions.
mm.
Okay. So it
Okay,
will produce you the PCI compliance report where you can see that what all kind of security measures you can take against the PCI standards. Okay.
okay,
So as an ASM manager, you can enforce or allow those these details to make the settings as per your choice. Then you can see there are lot hell of reports you can find out from the ASM depending upon, you can see here the attack types, what all attacks happened, how much occurrence was there. So there are a lot of reports what you can fetch out. Okay,
okay.
fine. So that was the agenda of today's class. I hope that is okay for you, right? So we will meet next week, I hope, right? And we will do the further like upcoming, topics there. So our
Okay.
class will be remaining for 2 hours today because it is the first day. I don't want to, just put
Okay.
everything.
No issue. No issue. No issues.
Yeah. So
Okay.
don't worry. We will be having 2 hours of class or maybe two
Mm,
plus hours. Okay. I
okay.
can keep it 2 plus hours. Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Depending upon our mutual understanding. Secondly, we will start, let us say we are starting at 9 a.m. I am just giving an example. Okay, we can start let us say till 9 5 a.m. You can, if you have buffer time for 5 minutes, then after 1 hour, let us say 10 a.m. or maybe 10:15, depending upon the topic, we will take one, sorry, 10 minutes of break. Okay, so
Okay.
if you wanted to do some your home chores, you can do that. Okay, post that, we will start it again and we will finish. So whole time will be approximately 2 hours for
So,
class.
okay. Good. Good. Good.
That would be
That's
the average.
that's good. That's good. So, okay.
Anything else
Uh,
from your side?
yes, it's time for questions. I have
Please go ahead.
questions. Yes. يعني, so you mentioned the old name is ASM and the new name is Advanced WAF. So what is the new feature in the Advanced WAF,
Okay.
or yes,
So to find
or
out
what
the
is the
new,
difference? Yes. Okay.
so there are some features, okay, which are added over there for to sell the product, I will say. Okay.
Mm,
But if you will see the real time, you are doing the same thing. Okay.
okay.
So
Okay.
that is how. But even let us say if you are really very curious about that, okay. So there is an TB article. Okay. Let me
Mm,
give you the link. I have the link for the same. There is a link. You can go through this link and you can check
mm,
all the features.
okay.
Okay. It will give
Good.
you each and every bit information. Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead with
Okay.
your second question.
Yes. As you said, there is creating policy. So, I'm familiar with firewall policy because, يعني, as my old experience, I work as a network security. I'm
Which
working
firewall?
Palo Alto firewall.
Palo Alto. Okay.
Yes, Palo Alto firewall and Firepower as well, and little bit in the 40 gate. But the concept of policy is same in the firewalls.
No,
If you work with
no, no, no.
Palo Alto or
So
Palo Alto or
it's not completely same. Okay. Although
yes,
the conceptually it is same, but the working is different.
yes. But if my question, as a WAF policy, same like firewall policy, or there is a difference?
There is a difference.
Okay. Because in the firewall it will create policy by uh, determine the source, destination, port number, application type, as you know. But WAF
I do
policy,
understand. I do
I am
understand.
thinking.
Even there you have, readily available informations, right? Let us say if
Mm,
you are putting IPS or IDS, all
mm,
of the things are ready to consume. Here the
yes,
things are different.
different, huh?
Hmm.
Okay. So I know you will explain that, but
Yeah,
this is
why
a
not? Because
general question.
right. Security policy will come into the picture. We
Yes.
haven't done anything currently.
Okay. Uh, this question regarding of logs, as I know, is buffer or size.
That I will tell when I will cover the logging profile.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
There is a
okay,
complete logging profile, like 10 minutes of topic, 5 or 10 minutes, hardly 5 10 minutes topic. There I will show you each and every option.
okay, okay, okay. Regarding the lectures, we will share the slides, and will give me access to recording
Slide
to.
slide
Mm,
will not be gonna shared with you. Okay.
okay. Mm,
Because slide, what you want from the slide is recorded over there in the videos. You will
yes,
get from the videos everything.
yes. So I can register in the website to get the videos.
So that Zoya will tell you.
Yes, please. Because if you want to review this lecture,
Mm-hmm.
if I access I think she will give me access to the some URL link to access the recording and review the lecture before the next lecture.
That's true. That's true. She will provide you the videos link, okay? Because your lecture is already over, so it will get uploaded and you can see from there.
Okay, okay. She is with us now.
Yes, Joya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please provide him the link how to access the video.
Sure. I will share you the mail.
Okay. Also, يعني how I can create my own lab. That is also, as you
That's
said.
fine. That's fine. See, you can utilize
Mm,
this. It is already working, right?
okay.
24 by
Yes,
7
yes,
available on our network.
yes.
Even
So,
if you don't want to utilize it, you can create it on your own PC because it won't take much of the resources.
yes,
It is straight.
I need both. I need both to utilize. So, برضو she will give me access to the lab so I can do the practical, as
Mhm.
well as I want to know how to create like same lab in my environment as well. That's good for me. So I need both access lab to quick practical lectures, and
Mhm.
if you teach me how to create the same lab, that's already important for me.
Mm. Okay. So I will explain about this lab and I will explain about how the working need to be done for this lab. Actual components, actual thing, probably you need to install it on your PC. Okay. Do you have the VMware?
Yes, I have VMware.
Okay. So you can import from there. That's not an issue.
Okay, okay. So please, Zoya, give me arrange access to the lab and the recording, please.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's it.
So are we good to wrap it up?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Great day then. Thank you. Great day. Bye. Take care.